If you're anything like me, an introvert who loves working from home in a creative field, then finding a job that fits your personality and your lifestyle is important to you. Well, in this video, I've got the master list of job ideas. So if you're an introvert looking for a creative career that can be done remotely, this video is for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Blog writer or content writer. Now, these are people who create written content in really all types of forms across the internet, targeting all kinds of different people. You can be a blogger individually and blog about really whatever you want, or you can work for a company as one of their content writers. They use creativity to advertise products for those specific companies. Even if they're not working for a specific company, if you've ever seen a recipe video and seen miles and miles of text before that recipe and you wonder, what more do they really have to say about this broccoli casserole recipe? Well, that's because they have to write so many words per blog, and to do that, you have to be pretty creative. Now, being a content or blog writer, you can do this in collaboration with other writers or with a team, or you can do it at home by yourself in the comfort of your own home. The average salary for a blog or content writer is around $77,000. And as far as college requirements go, there's really none. Web developer. A web developer's job includes building functional, beautiful websites and helping to maintain them for different companies. You might see web developing as just typing in a bunch of code, but really there's so much creativity that goes into creating the design that's going to work for that specific client and making sure that the page is functional and easy to use. Now, whether you're working full-time or as a freelancer can definitely vary. However, web developers usually are pretty independent from the rest of the team, and they usually can do the work from their own home at their own computer. The average salary of a web developer is around $68,000 a year, and the recommended college requirements include at least an associate's degree to get in as an entry-level web developer. Video editor. Hello. A video editor's job includes taking raw footage and forming it into one cohesive video. They use various editing platforms to tell stories, advertise products, and send messages through video. They use animation, sound effects, music, and graphics to enhance the story that's being told in the video. Speaking from experience here, video editing is a relatively solo job. You don't really need to have anybody lurking around behind you checking your work, and there's various review platforms online that make remote video editing incredibly easy and attainable. The average salary of a video editor is around $52,000 a year, and while I do believe that you can be a video editor without any college degree, the recommended college requirements is an associate's to a bachelor's degree for video editors. Now, speaking of video editors, if we haven't met yet, I am Colleen and I'm your video editing mentor, and in this channel, I help you to get a video editing job and to get paid doing what you love. So for more tips on that, be sure to hit subscribe with the bell so you don't miss a thing. Illustrator. Illustrators are artists that use their skills to create original designs and images for clients or businesses. They paint and draw in many mediums to make artwork that aligns with the concepts of the client. The career of an illustrator can be collaborative, but it can also easily be done remotely from home, communicating solely with the client and no one else. The average salary of an illustrator is around $45,000 a year. And as far as college requirements go, a bachelor's of fine arts is definitely recommended in this field. Social media marketing manager. Social media marketing managers help to increase their clients' exposure and help maintain their social media presence. They use their creativity to connect and maintain the relationship with the client's following. This can include keeping up with social media trends and coming up with new ideas that the client can do to increase their social media presence. Now, you can do this position in-house. However, it's just as easy to do this position remotely as a freelancer or as a full-time position for companies across the world. The average salary for this position is around $71,000 a year. Recommended college requirements do include a bachelor's in business or communications related fields. However, with the current rise of social media, I truly believe that experience is going to outweigh schooling significantly here, as well as many of the positions that I'm listing. Especially in creative fields, work experience has a significant effect on your creative journey journey and on your just own expertise in your field. So I wouldn't count yourself out of really any of these positions that I'm listing today if you don't have these college requirements. Take them with a grain of salt and know that work experience really is just as important or more important than your college degree. Copywriter. Copywriters are responsible for creating engaging copy for a client's website, advertisement, publications, or other mediums. They use their own creativity and the client's creative direction to make their writing engaging, especially when it comes to writing advertisements. Now, you can easily freelance this position from home to still meet your client's needs. The average salary for a copywriter is around $57,000 a year, and as far as college requirements go, a bachelor's degree in an English or journalism related field would be super helpful here. Computer programmer. Computer programmers help software run correctly and efficiently by writing codes. Now, while this position is a lot more technical, don't be fooled. Computer programmers still need to use a lot of creativity mixed with their coding expertise, not only to help solve coding problems, but to assist in the creation of some amazing applications and websites and platforms that require a lot of planning and design. Now, as far as being an introvert goes, computer programmers usually work with computers more than they do with people, so you're good there. And as long as you have the equipment, this job can easily be done remotely. The average salary of a computer programmer is around $89,000 a year, and a bachelor's in computer science would be super beneficial if you are looking into this position. Animator. Animators use various types of software to create moving images, essentially. Their animation skills can be used to create cartoons, 3D graphics, motion graphics, and even visual effects. As we know from watching a ton of Pixar growing up, probably, animators are incredibly creative because, of course, as long as you can draw it or create it in some way, you can make whatever you possibly could want. Now, again, as long as you have the equipment, being an animator can definitely be done remotely from home. And depending on the client, the interaction between you and the client could be relatively minimal. So perfect job for creative introverts. The average salary of an animator is around $58,000 a year, and college requirements usually include a bachelor's in animation, graphic design, or other related fields. UX designer. UX designers use research psychology and creative design to increase customer satisfaction associated with the product. They make sure that the designs on the app, on the web page, on the platform are aesthetically pleasing. They also make sure that the layouts of said product are functional to enhance the experience of the customer. A lot of attributes that introverts typically have are perfect for this job, like active listening, problem solving, thoughtfulness, etc. Now bring it in. The average salary of a UX designer is around $104,000 a year. And though there aren't any specific college requirements, consider a degree in design, psychology, or computer science to help you get this position. And hey, if you made it this far and you're liking this video, I'd so appreciate if you can hit the like button below so this video can spread to more people. And if you happen to be a video editor and you are looking for more tips on how to get started as a YouTube video editor using Premiere Pro, I'd so encourage you to check out my Skillshare class by using the link below, and hey, you'll get a free month of Skillshare while you're at it. Painter or muralist. Now, painters, of course, paint on canvases or in large spaces to what either they or the client wants. These are either commissioned or they can be purchased. Painters, of course, use their creative liberties to design the concept of what the client wants and paint it to make their concept come to life. It's almost always a one-person job, and communication with others is usually before and after the project. The average salary of a painter is around $69,000 a year, and while of course you can be self-taught, a Bachelor of Fine Arts may also be recommended for you. An Etsy crafter. Etsy crafters create their own original designs and products to sell on Etsy to consumers. Now, you can make whatever you would like to post on your storefront for people to buy. If you look on Etsy, you'll usually find jewelry, coffee mugs, t-shirts, pottery, or of course, other original creations. Now, we love to hear this. Unless it's commissioned, you really don't need to talk to anyone as an Etsy crafter because it's all just over Etsy. The average salary for an Etsy crafter is is around $44,000 a year, and there are 0 college requirements. Graphic designer. Graphic designers are tasked with visualizing and creating graphics like illustrations, logos, and even photos. To say they require a lot of creativity is an understatement. They're responsible for the visual aspects of websites, magazines, books. It just goes on and on. Now, they do work with a team for creative direction, but the job is mostly solo after that. The average salary of a graphic designer is around $48,000 a year. And a bachelor's degree in graphic design is helpful in getting a job as a graphic designer. Content creator. Content creators use a ton of creativity to both create content for companies and also help guide the company by improving their digital presence and boosting visitors to their website or social media pages. This work can be incredibly varied depending on what the client or company needs. This may include product photo shoots in your own home. This may include working with a company's team to decide what kind of content to create for their social media. Now, because this work can be incredibly varied, you may find yourself working on a team or completely solo most of the time. It's all going to depend on the specific company that you're working for or the type of work that you are doing as a content creator. And again, while this position is broad, the average salary ranges around $77,000 a year. And while there's no specific college requirements, a degree in marketing, English, or other related fields would be helpful to you here. Tik Tok Manager. Since TikTok has taken the world by storm and every company wants to now be on TikTok, the position of TikTok Manager has become more and more popular as they are responsible for running the company's TikTok account. You help to decide what kind of TikToks are created and posted on that company's TikTok. There's a big benefit of this position being in-house since you may want to create videos of you with the team interacting, but it can also easily be done remotely as well since video sharing is incredibly easy. The average salary of a TikTok manager is around $71,000 a year, and while a college degree isn't necessarily required, a bachelor's in marketing or experience in that world would be very beneficial to you here. YouTuber. YouTubers, of course, create engaging content on YouTube for their audience. Since this is more of a hobby turned career position, you pick the niche of the channel and have full creative liberties of what content is posted. This job is perfect for introverts because while you may be talking to a camera, it's always just to a camera and rarely to a face-to-face audience. Now, getting started on YouTube is incredibly difficult, but if you can turn it into a full-time income, you're looking at around $60,000 a year on average that you could be making. And of course, there are no college requirements to being a YouTuber. You just pick up a camera and start posting. Now that you have a better sense of what job might be right for you, be sure to check out this video next on how to get started in the freelance world. And again, be sure to subscribe for more tips on video editing, creativity, and freelance lifestyle. Thank you to my team. Again, I am Colleen, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have the best one.